Ryanair 6105, ready to copy IFR clearance to Málaga Airport.
Ryanair 6105, theme delivery, expect runway 25 Sussex 5 Alpha departure, squawk 4006.
Sussex 5 Alpha departure, squawk 4006, Ryanair 6105.
Ryanair 6105, read back correct. Contact ground 122.125 when ready for pushback, where engine start.
Ground 122.125 when ready, Ryanair 6105.
Heavy, theme ground, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback and engine start approved, face west, Delta 183 heavy.
Lottie NT Mike, ramp 209, a taxi via Delta Foxtrot Delta, Charlie Hotel, Charlie, Charlie Mike, Bravo, November, Echo Alpha.
Ramp 209 via Delta Foxtrot Delta, Charlie Hotel, Charlie, Charlie Mike, Bravo, November, Echo Alpha, Lot 3 NT Mike.
80608 heavy, contact scene Tower 118.7, bye bye. Over to Tower 118.7, 80608 heavy, bye bye.
Delta 183 heavy, taxi for departure.
Delta 183 heavy, runway 16 right taxi via Mike Romeo Hotel Bravo Tango Bravo Alpha Alpha Alpha. Hold short runway 25.
Runway 16 right taxi via Mike Romeo Hotel Bravo Tango Bravo Alpha Alpha Alpha. Hold short run.
Ryanair 6105, gate 309, request pushback.
Ryanair 6105, clean ground, pushback approved. Face northeast.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast. Ryanair 6105. Ryanair 6105, taxi for departure.
Ryanair 6105, runway 25, taxi via Echo Golf Delta, Delta Mike, Bravo Bravo.
Runway 25, taxi via Echo Golf, Delta, Delta Mike, Bravo Bravo. Ryanair 6105.
Delta 66 Heavy, ramp 205, taxi via Alpha Golf, Alpha Bravo Golf, November Golf, Echo Bravo.
Ramp 205 via Alpha Golf, Alpha Bravo Golf, November Golf, Echo Bravo, Delta 66 Heavy. C2 and 3 at 895 Heavy, gate 710, request pushback.
C2 and 3895 Heavy, theme ground, pushback approved, face south.
Pushback approved, face south. C2 and 3 at 895 Heavy.
American 239 Heavy, ready to taxi to the active. American 239 Heavy, runway 16 right, taxi via Victor, Zulu, Mike Tango, Bravo, Bravo, Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Hold short runway 25. Runway 16 right via Victor, Zulu, Mike Tango, Bravo, Bravo, Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Hold short runway 25, American 239 Heavy.
Jet 35 Yankee prepare at gate 507, request pushback and engine start.
Hello 235 Yankee prepare, theme ground, pushback and engine start approved, face northeast.
Pushback approved, face northeast, hello Jet 35 Yankee prepare. Aircrew 1820 at gate 206, request pushback.
Aircrew 1820, theme ground, pushback and engine start approved, face northeast.
Pushback and engine start approved, face northeast, Aircrew 1820.
Alpine 71 Golf Juliet, ramp 210, taxi via Delta Foxtrot, Delta, Charlie Hotel, Charlie, Charlie Mike, Bravo, November, Echo Alpha. Ramp 210, taxi via Delta Foxtrot, Delta, Charlie Hotel, Charlie, Charlie Mike, Bravo, November, Echo Alpha, Alpine 71 Golf Juliet. Delta 777 Heavy, ramp 821, taxi via Alpha Golf, Whiskey Zulu. Ramp 821, taxi via Alpha Golf, Whiskey Zulu, Delta 777 Heavy. Just 495, contact Intel 127.625.
Contact tower 127.625, just as 495, bye-bye.
C2 and 3 at 895 Heavy, taxi for departure.
C2 and 3895 Heavy, runway 16 right, taxi via Tango, Bravo, Bravo, Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Hold short runway 25.
Runway 16 right via Tango, Bravo, Bravo, Alpha, Alpha, Alpha. Hold short, runway 25, C2 and 3 at 895 Heavy.
Aircrew 1820, ready to taxi to the active.
Ryanair 6105, contact Intel 127.625.
Over to Tower 127.625, Ryanair 6105.
Theme Tower, Shamrock 40 Golf, ILS X-ray runway 16 left. Shamrock 40 Golf, Theme Tower continue. Roger, Shamrock 40 Golf.
Ryanair 6105, holding short, runway 25.
Ryanair 6105, hold short of 25.
Roger, hold short of 25 for traffic, Ryanair 6105.
With Malta 5, Quebec Charlie, exit right at Delta Echo.
Exit right at Delta Echo, with Malta 5, Quebec Charlie.
Ryanair 6105, runway 25, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 25, Ryanair 6105.
Roma departures 130.9.
Contact Roma departures 130.9, just as 495.
With Malta 5, Quebec Charlie, monitor ground 122.125.
Ground 122.125 with Malta 5 Quebec Charlie.
Shamrock 40 Golf, 1270 tree runway 16 left clear to land. Runway 16 left clear to land, Shamrock 40 Golf.
Beam Tower, Iberia 32 Charlie Tango, ILS X-ray runway 16 left.
Iberia 32 Charlie Tango, beam tower continue.
Roger, Iberia 32 Charlie Tango.
Ryanair 610, 5 beam tower, wind 270, tree runway 25 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 25 cleared for takeoff. Ryanair 6105. Ryanair 6105, 1,500 feet.
Ryanair 6105, Roma departures identified, climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Ryanair 6105.
1,600 feet.
American 239 Heavy, Roma departures. Good day. Identified. Climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, American 239 Heavy.
Roma departures, below TF35 Yankee Papar, good day, 1,100 feet.
Pilotia 35 Yankee Papar, Roma departures. Identified. Climb to flight level 190.
Climb to flight level 190, below TF35 Yankee Papar.
Roma departures, C2 and 3, 895 heavy, good day, 1,300 feet.
C2 3895 Heavy, Roma departures. Identified. Climb to flight level 180.
Climb to flight level 180 C2 and 3, 895 heavy.
Centrum 131.1 Ryanair 6105. Rome radar, Ryanair 6105, good day, through flight level 145 for flight level 170 direct Evidu.
Ryanair 6105, Rome radar, radar contact, climb to flight level 350.
Climb to flight level 350, Ryanair 6105.
Ryanair 19 Lima Alpha, Shutdown 5 Lima, runway 25, report ready for descent.
Shutdown 5 Lima, runway 25, ready for descent, Ryanair 19 Lima Alpha.
Ryanair 19 Lima Alpha, descent to flight level 230.
Descent to flight level 230, Ryanair 19 Lima Alpha.
Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220, descend to 1,200 feet.
Turn left, heading 220, descend to 1,200 feet, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
With multiple Romeo Lima, Rome radar, expect Alpha Alpha, runway 16 left.
Expect Alpha Alpha, runway 16 left, with multiple Romeo Lima.
Ryanair 3947, Rome radar, expect Latina Tree Alpha, runway 16 left.
Expect Latina Tree Alpha, runway 16 left, Ryanair 3947.
Ryanair 262 Romeo, Rome radar, expect Curvers 1 Echo, runway 32. Expect Curvers 1 Echo, runway 32, Ryanair 262 Romeo. Aircraft 2 Foxtrot India, Rome radar, expect Latina Tree Alpha, runway 16 left. Expect Latina Tree Alpha, runway 16 left, Aircraft 2 Foxtrot India. In Aero 1383, Rome radar, expect Alcatraz Alpha, runway 16 left.
Expect Alcatraz Alpha, runway 16 left, in Aero 1383.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220, descend to 1,000 feet.
Turn left, heading 220, descend to 1,000 feet, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220.
Turn left, heading 220, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220.
Turn left, heading 220, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220.
Turn left, heading 220, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220.
Turn left, heading 220, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220.
Turn left, heading 220, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220.
Turn left, heading 220, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220.
Turn left, heading 220, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220.
Turn left, heading 220, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220.
Turn left, heading 220, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, turn left, heading 220.
Turn left, heading 220, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryanair 17X Ray Lima, Rome radar, expect LEMG Echo, runway 28.
Expect LEMG Echo, runway 28, Ryanair 17X Ray Lima.
Ryanair 2 Mike Golf, Rome radar, expect Osprey Tree Whiskey, runway 28. Expect Osprey Tree Whiskey, runway 28, Ryanair 2 Mike Golf. Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, airport at your 12 o'clock 1 miles, report the field in sight.
Field in sight, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, cleared visual approach, runway 16.
Cleared visual approach 16, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
Ryan Charter Delta Foxtrot, contact at Tower 123.8.
Over to Tower 123.8, Orion Charter Delta Foxtrot.
With multiple Romeo Lima, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130 with multiple Romeo Lima.
In Aero 1747, Rome radar, expect Delta Sierra, runway 35.
Expect Delta Sierra, runway 35 at Aero 1747.
9 Hotel Lima Bravo Sierra, contact me on radar 124.925.
Center on 124.9029 Hotel Lima Bravo, Sierra.
Ryanair 8 Sierra Echo, Giovanna 5 Lima, runway 25, report ready for descent.
Giovanna 5 Lima, runway 25, ready for descent, Ryanair 8 Sierra Echo.
Ryanair 8 Sierra Echo, descend to flight level 230.
Descend to flight level 230, Ryanair 8 Sierra Echo.
Ryanair 19 Lima Alpha, descend to flight level 110. Descend to flight level 110, Ryanair 19 Lima Alpha. Idera 1592, Rome radar, expect to see Tree Alpha, runway 16 left.
Expect to see no treat Alpha, runway 16 left, at Air 1592.
Ryanair 3 Whiskey Uniform, contact Marseille Control 119.825.
Contact Marseille Control 119.825 Ryanair 3 Whiskey Uniform.
Ryanair 17X Ray Lima, immediate Echo, runway 28, report ready for descent.
Immediate Echo, runway 28, ready for descent. Ryanair 17 X-ray Lima.
Ryanair 17X Ray Lima, descend to flight level 220.
Descend to flight level 220, Ryanair 17 X-ray Lima.
Transfer 8845, contact Marseille Control 119.825.
Contact Marseille Control 119.825, transfer 8845, bye-bye.
Aircrew 2 Foxtrot India, descend to flight level 160.
Descend to flight level 160, Aircrew 2 Foxtrot India.
Ryanair 2 Mike Golf, Osprey 3 Whiskey, runway 28, report ready for descent.
Osprey 3 Whiskey, runway 28, ready for descent. Ryanair 2 Mike Golf.
Ryanair 2 Mike Golf, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Ryanair 2 Mike Golf. Rome radar, just as 495, through flight level 198 for flight level 180.
Just as 495, Rome radar, identified, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, just as 495.
Rome radar, Aircrew 1820, good day, through flight level 219 for flight level 160.
Aircrew 1820, Rome radar, good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 320.
Climb to flight level 320, Aircrew 1820.
Egypt 2753, contact Marseille Control 119.825, have a good day.
Center on 119.825 Egypt here, 2753.
Ryanair 8 Sierra Echo, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Ryanair 8 Sierra Echo.
Rome radar, C2, and 3895 heavy. Good day, for flight level 166 for flight level 180 direct Frosina.
C2 and 3895 heavy, Rome radar, good day, radar contact, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370 C2, and 3895 heavy.
Rome radar, Finnair 8 Tango Whiskey, through flight level 176 for flight level 190.
Finnair 8 Tango Whiskey, Rome radar, radar contact, climb to flight level 380.
Climb to flight level 380, Finnair 8 Tango Whiskey.
In Air 1747, hold up 1 Sierra, runway 35, report ready for descent.
Hold up 1 Sierra, runway 35, ready for descent at Air 1747.
In Air 1747, descend to flight level 270.
Descend to flight level 270 at Air 1747.
Just as 495, contact Brindisi Military 129.775.
Contact Brindisi Military 129.775, just as 495. Bye-bye.
Ryanair 3947, Latina 3 Alpha, runway 16 left, report ready for descent.
Latina 3 Alpha, runway 16 left, ready for descent. Ryanair 3947.
Ryanair 3947, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Ryanair 3947.
Air Italia 217 Alpha, Dormitory Alpha, runway 16 left, report ready for descent.
Dormitory Alpha, runway 16 left, ready for descent, Air Italia 217 Alpha.
Air Italia 217 Alpha, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Air Italia 217 Alpha. Rome radar, Air France 1104, descending via Alcatraz Alpha, flight level 307.
Air France 1104, Rome radar, identified. Ryanair 7 Uniform Whiskey, contact me on radar 124.925.
Center on 124.925, Ryanair 7 Uniform Whiskey.
Rome radar, front side 80 Uniform Hotel, good day, flight level 370.
Transtyle 80 Uniform Hotel, Rome radar, radar contact. Arrow 1747, contact Milan radar 124.925, bye-bye.
Contact Milan radar 124.925 at Arrow 1747.
Rome radar, Air Cairo Uniform Juliet, flight level 340.
Air Cairo Uniform Juliet, Rome radar, radar contact. Rome radar, Lufthansa to Yankee Yankee, descending via Airco 1 Alpha, flight level 214. Lufthansa to Yankee Yankee, Rome radar, identified. Ryanair to Mike Golf, contact Milan radar 124.925.
Center 124.925, Ryanair to my Golf.
Arrow 1592, Vicinity Alpha, runway 16 left, report ready for descent.
Vicinity Alpha, runway 16 left, ready for descent at Arrow 1592.
Arrow 1592, descent to flight level 130.
Descent to flight level 130 at Arrow 1592.
Ryanair 19 Lima Alpha, descent to flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100, Ryanair 19 Lima Alpha.
Ryanair 19 Lima Alpha, contact Palomar approach 120.2.
Contact Palomar approach 120.2, Ryanair 19 Lima Alpha.
Ryanair 17 X-ray Lima, contact Rome radar 123.95.
Center 123.95, Ryanair 17 X-ray Lima, have a good day.
Air 1383, descent to flight level 170.
Descent to flight level 170, Air 1383.
At Arrow 8021, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5 at Arrow 8021.
Ryanair 3 Romeo Quebec, contact Milan radar 124.925.
Contact Milan radar 124.925, Ryanair 3 Romeo Quebec.
Entrance 1104, descent to flight level 170.
Descent to flight level 170, Air France 1104.
Air Italia 217 Alpha, descent to flight level 110.
Descent to flight level 110, Air Italia 217 Alpha.
Rome radar, Idar 1314, good day, flight level 140. Ryanair 164 Papa, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5, Ryanair 164 Papa.
Ryanair 80 Air Echo, descent to flight level 100.
Descend to flight level 100, Ryanair 80 Air Echo.
Ryanair 80 Air Echo, contact Palomar approach 120.2.
Contact Palomar approach 120.2, Ryanair 80 Air Echo.
Ryanair 8 Whiskey, Rome radar, expect Ponza 1 Alpha, runway 24.
Expect Ponza 1 Alpha, runway 24, Ryanair 8 Whiskey.
Lufthansa to Yankee Yankee, descend to flight level 160. Descend to flight level 160, Lufthansa to Yankee Yankee. At Arrow 1314, Rome radar, identified, continue climb to flight level 270. Continue climb to flight level 270 at Arrow 1314. Ryanair 464 Alpha, contact Marseille Control 119.825.
Contact Marseille Control 119.825, Ryanair 464 Alpha.
Air 1383, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110 at Air 1383.
Lufthansa to Yankee Yankee Q NH1003, expect at ILSU runway 24 with a bend to transition.
QNH1003, expect the ILSU runway 24 with the bend to transition, Lufthansa to Yankee Yankee.
Ryanair 3947, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5, Ryanair 3947.
Air France 1104, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Air France 1104.
Lufthansa 2 Yankee Yankee, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Lufthansa 2 Yankee Yankee.
Air Crete 1820, contact me on radar 124.925.
Center on 124.925, Air Crete 1820.
Air Italia 217 Alpha, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5, Air Italia 217 Alpha.
Air 1383, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5 at Arrow 1383.
Ryanair 260 Romeo, contact Cagliari approach 122.95.
Contact Cagliari approach 122.95, Ryanair 260 Romeo.
Air Crete 2 Foxtrot India, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Air Crete 2 Foxtrot India.
Ryanair 8 Whiskey, descend to flight level 230.
Descend to flight level 230, Ryanair 8 Whiskey.
C2 3895 Heavy, contact Brindisi Military 129.775.
Center on 129.775, C true, and 3895 Heavy.
Lufthansa 2 Yankee Yankee, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Lufthansa 2 Yankee Yankee.
Air 1314, right entry for power, runway 16 left, report ready for descent. Right entry for power, runway 16 left, ready for descent, Air 1314. In Air 1314, descend to flight level 140. Descend to flight level 140 at Air 1314.
Rome radar, velocity 35 Yankee per power, flight level 185.
Velocity 35 Yankee per power, Rome radar contact, climb to flight level 380.
Climb to flight level 380, velocity 35 Yankee per power.
Rome radar at Arrow 1358, descending via right of 2 per power, flight level 130.
Air France 1104, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5, Air France 1104.
In Air 1358, Rome radar contact.
Rome radar Air Kilo 2815, good day, descending via Pelly 4 Foxtrot, flight level 265.
Air Cairo 2815, Rome radar identified. With Malta 4 Romeo Lima, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110 with Malta 4 Romeo Lima.
The Air 1314, contact Roma arrivals 125.5. Contact Roma arrivals 125.5 at Arrow 1314. Radar contact. Tail M81 Kilo, descend to flight level 170.
Descend to flight level 170, KL MH1 Kilo.
In Air 1358, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5 at Tower 1358.
Finnet 8 Tango Whiskey, contact Milan Radar 124.925.
Contact Milan Radar 124.925, Finnet 8 Tango Whiskey. Have a good day.
radar at arrow 432, descending via right of tree prepare, flight level 119er.
Arrow 432, Rome radar, radar contact. Aircrew 2 Foxtrot India, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5, Aircrew 2 Foxtrot India.
Tail M81 kilo, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, KLM 81 kilo.
Air Cairo 2815, contact Milan radar 124.925.
Center on 124.925, Air Cairo 2815.
Mulder for Romeo Lima, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5 with Mulder for Romeo Lima.
In Arrow 432, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5 at arrow 432.
In Arrow 1168, Rome radar, expect Latina Tree Alpha, runway 16 left.
Expect Latina Tree Alpha, runway 16 left, hit arrow 1168.
Rome radar, hit arrow 1384, good day, flight level 270.
In Arrow 1384, Rome radar, identified. In Arrow 1384, Rome radar, expect LCAT Tree Alpha, runway 16 left.
Expect LCAT Tree Alpha, runway 16 left, hit arrow 1384.
Alpine 694 Romeo, Rome radar, expect Giordano 5 Lima, runway 25.
Expect Giordano 5 Lima, runway 25, Alpine 694 Romeo.
Tail M81 kilo, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5, KLM 81 kilo.
Rome radar, flying Bulgaria 450, good day, leaving flight level 150 for flight level 180, direct S2.
In Arrow 1592, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110 to arrow 1592.
In Arrow 1264, contact Roma arrivals 125.5.
Contact Roma arrivals 125.5 at arrow 1264.
In Arrow 1384, descend to flight level 220.
Descend to flight level 220 at arrow 1384.
Flying Bulgaria 450, Rome radar, identified, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, flying Bulgaria 450.
Lotus 35 Yankee Papa, contact Master Control 124.725.
Center on 124.725, Velotia 35 Yankee Papa, have a good day.
Rome radar, at arrow 1412, descending via LCAT Tree Alpha, flight level 320.
In Arrow 1412, Rome radar, radar contact.
Rome radar, Itaro 1785, through flight level 110 for flight level 140.
Itaro 1785, Rome radar, good day, identified, climb to flight level 290.
Climb to flight level 290, Itaro 1785.
Ryanair 6105, contact Marseille Control 119.825.
Centre on 119.825, Ryanair 6105. Marseille Control, Ryanair 6105, flight level 350.
Ryanair 6105, Marseille Control, radar contact. Tanner 202 heavy, contact Marseille Control 124.5, bye-bye.
Center on 124.5 to near 202 heavy, have a good day.
MS725, contact Tunis approach 121.2.
Contact Tunis approach 121.2 to near 725.
Marseille Control, velocity of 35 Yankee per power, good day, flight level 380.
Velocity of 35 Yankee per power, Marseille Control, radar contact. Velocity of 35 Yankee per power, contact Marseille Control 120.85.
Contact Marseille Control 120.85, velocity of 35 Yankee per power.
Marseille Control, Air France 1085, flight level 360.
Air France 1085, Marseille Control, radar contact. Algeria 1171, Marseille Control. Amendment to your route advised, ready to copy.
Affirmative, ready to copy. Air Algeria 1171.
Air Algeria 1171, expect radar vectors, ILS Zulu runway tree 1.
Expect radar vectors, ILS Zulu runway tree 1, Air Algeria 1171.
Air Algeria 1171, radar vectors, ILS Zulu runway tree 1, report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, ILS Zulu runway tree 1, ready for descent, Air Algeria 1171.
Air Algeria 1171, Mohammed Boudiaf landing runway tree 1.
Mohammed Boudiaf, landing runway tree 1, Air Algeria 1171.
Air Algeria 1171, contact Constantine approach 120.1.
Contact Constantine approach 120.1, Air Algeria 1171.
Ryanair 6105, contact Marseille Control 124.5.
Centre on 124.5, Ryanair 6105. Marseille Control, Ryanair 6105, flight level 350.
Ryanair 6105, Marseille Control, identified.
Marseille Control, Ryanair 4 to my Klima, good day, flight level 370.
Ryanair 4 to my Klima, Marseille Control, identified. Iberia 0423, contact Marseille Control 119.825.
Center on 119.825, Iberia 0423.
Marseille Control, Wismalt Alpha Yankee, flight level 340.
Wismalt Alpha Yankee, Marseille Control, identified.
Marseille Control, below TS35 Yankee per power, good day, flight level 380.
Below tier 35 Yankee Papa, Marseille Control, identified. Eurowings 2 Juliet Hotel, contact Marseille Control 120.85.
Contact Marseille Control 120.85 Eurowings 2 Juliet Hotel. Have a good day.
Alpine 50 November Foxtrot, Marseille Control, expect Bispa 2 Whiskey, runway 24 right.
Expect Bispa 2 Whiskey, runway 24 right, Alpine 50 November Foxtrot.
Ryanair 6105, contact Marseille Control 120.75.
Contact Marseille Control 120.75 Ryanair 6105. Bye bye. Marseille Control, Ryanair 6105, good day, flight level 350.
Ryanair 6105, Marseille Control identified. Marseille Control, viewing 43 Juliet Mike, flight level 290. Fueling 43 Juliet Mike. Marseille Control, good day. Radar contact, climb to flight level 320.
Climb to flight level 320, fueling 43 Juliet Mike.
Fueling 43 Juliet Mike, contact Marseille Control 130.85.
Contact Marseille Control 130.85, viewing 43 Juliet Mike.
Ryanair 6105, contact Barcelona Center 119.45, have a good day.
Contact Barcelona Center 119.45, Ryanair 6105, have a good day. Barcelona Center, Ryanair 6105, flight level 350.
Ryanair 6105, Barcelona Center, identified. Algae 1023, descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1025.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1025, Air Algerie 1023.
Iberia 32 Lima Romeo, contact Marseille Control 120.75, have a good day.
Center on 120.75, Iberia 32 Lima Romeo.
Thunder 202 Heavy, contact Marseille Control 120.75.
Center on 120.75, tuner 202 Heavy.
Thunder 202
Egypt 2753, Barcelona Center. Expect Prado Tree Delta, runway 32 right.
Expect Prado Tree Delta, runway 32 right, Egypt here, 2753.
Europa 7706 Heavy, Barcelona Center. Expect Tursa Tree Zulu, runway 32 right.
Expect Tursa Tree Zulu, runway 32 right, Europa 7706 Heavy.
Barcelona Center, Alpine 50 November Foxtrot, descending by Bispa 2 Whiskey, flight level 253.
Alpine 50 November Foxtrot, Barcelona Center, identified. Tomjet 86 Tango, contact border control 120.3 bye-bye.
Contact border control 120.3 Tomjet 86 Tango.
Ryanair 850 Charlie, contact Valencia approach 124.75.
Contact Valencia approach 124.75, Ryanair 850 Charlie.
Alpine 50 November Foxtrot, descend to flight level 160.
Descend to flight level 160, Alpine 50 November Foxtrot.
Egypt 2753, Prado Tree Delta, runway 32 right, report ready for descent.
Prado Tree Delta, runway 32 right, ready for descent, Egypt here, 2753.
Egypt 2753, descend to flight level 210.
Descend to flight level 210, Egypt here, 2753.
Europa 7706 Heavy, Tursa Tree Zulu, runway 32 right, report ready for descent.
Tursa Tree Zulu, runway 32 right, ready for descent, Europa 7706 Heavy.
Europa 7706 Heavy, descend to flight level 200.
Descend to flight level 200, Europa 7706 Heavy.
Europa 7706 Heavy, contact Madrid Center 118.275.
Center on 118.275, Europa 7706 Heavy.
Ryanair 464 Alpha, Barcelona Center, expect Tursa Tree Zulu, runway 32 right.
Expect Alpha 30, runway 32 right, Ryanair 464 Alpha.
Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha, Barcelona Center, expect Valencia 3 November, runway 28.
Expect Valencia 3 November, runway 28, Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha.
Griffin X-ray Golf, contact border control 121.25.
Center on 121.25 Griffin X-ray Golf.
Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha, Valencia 3 November, runway 28, report ready for descent.
Valencia 3 November, runway 28, ready for descent, Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha.
Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha, descend to flight level 270.
Descend to flight level 270, Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha.
Ryanair 464 Alpha, Tersa 3 Zulu, runway 32 right, report ready for descent.
Tersa 3 Zulu, runway 32 right, ready for descent, Ryanair 464 Alpha.
Ryanair 464 Alpha, descend to flight level 200.
Descend to flight level 200, Ryanair 464 Alpha.
Alpine 50 November Foxtrot, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, Alpine 50 November Foxtrot.
Egypt Air 2753, contact Savia Center 118.275.
Contact Savia, Center 118.275, Egyptier 2753, bye-bye.
Alpine 50 November Foxtrot, contact Barcelona approach 135.28.
Contact Barcelona approach 135.28, Alpine 50 November Foxtrot.
Ryanair 464 Alpha, contact Madrid Center 118.275.
Contact Madrid Center 118.275, Ryanair 464 Alpha. Have a good day.
Algeria 1023, contact Algiers approach 121.4.
Contact Algiers approach 121.4 Air, Algeria 1023.
Ryanair 314 Romeo, contact Marseille control 130.85.
Center on 130.85, Ryanair 314 Romeo.
France Solar 99 Victor Kilo, Barcelona Center, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 25 right.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 25 right, France Solar 99 Victor Kilo.
Austrian Bravo Quebec, contact Sevilla Center 118.275.
Center on 118.275, Austrian Bravo Quebec.
Barcelona Center, Albastar 5547, flight level 240.
Albastar 5547, Barcelona Center, identified. Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha, descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha.
Fueling 1 Quebec Uniform, contact Marseille Control 120.75.
Center on 120.75, Fueling 1 Quebec Uniform.
Albastar 5547, Barcelona Center, expect Cabra 2 Bravo, runway 01.
Expect Cabra 2 Bravo, runway 01, Albastar 5547.
Transolo 99 Victor Kilo, radar vectors, ILS runway 25 right, report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, ILS runway 25 right ready for descent, France Solo 99 Victor Kilo.
France Solo 99 Victor Kilo, East Senior landing runway 25 right.
East Senior landing runway 25 right, France Solo 99 Victor Kilo.
France Solo 99 Victor Kilo, descent to flight level 270.
Descent to flight level 270, France Solo 99 Victor Kilo.
Fueling 2 Charlie Alpha, contact border control 121.25.
Center on 121.25, Fueling 2 Charlie Alpha.
Barcelona Center, Ocean 4 Alpha Foxtrot, good day, flight level 360.
Ocean 4 Alpha Foxtrot, Barcelona Center, identified. Ocean 4 Alpha Foxtrot, contact Marseille Control 124.5, have a good day.
Contact Marseille Control 124.5, Ocean 4 Alpha Foxtrot.
Albastar 5547, Cabra 2 Bravo, runway 01, report ready for descent.
Cabra 2 Bravo, runway 01, ready for descent, Albastar 5547.
Albastar 5547, descent to flight level 230.
Descent to flight level 230, Albastar 5547.
Albastar 5547, descent to flight level 110.
Descent to flight level 110, Albastar 5547.
Barcelona Center, Air Algerie 1069, flight level 354.
Air Algerie 1069, Barcelona Center, radar contact. 9 X-ray Foxtrot, contact Xavier Center 118.275.
Contact Xavier Center 118.275, U9 X-ray Foxtrot.
Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha QNH 1024, expect down, now Zulu runway 28 with a Brazil transition.
QNH 1024, expect it on nav Zulu runway 28 with a Brazil transition, Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha.
France Solo 99 Victor Kilo, descend to flight level 220.
Descend to flight level 220, France Solo 99 Victor Kilo.
Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha, cleared direct Brazil, cross Brazil at or above 7,000 feet, cleared on now Zulu runway 28.
Cleared direct Brazil, cross Brazil at or above 7,000 feet, cleared on nav Zulu runway 28 Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha.
With Malta 46 Hotel X-ray, contact Marseille Control 120.75, have a good day.
Center on 120.75 with Malta 46 Hotel X-ray.
Ibrexpa 3808 QNH 1023, expect the ILS Zulu runway 24 with a Zulu transition.
QNH 1023, expect the ILS Zulu runway 24 with a Zulu transition, Ibrexpa 3808.
Turkish 4 Alpha Papa Heavy, contact Marseille Control 124.5, bye-bye.
Contact Marseille Control 124.5, Turkish 4 Alpha Papa Heavy.
France Solo 99 Victor Kilo, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1026.
Descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 1026, France Solo 99 Victor Kilo.
Air Algerie 1081, Barcelona Center, expect radar vectors, ILS runway 25 right.
Expect radar vectors, ILS runway 25 right, Air Algerie 1081.
Air Algerie 1081, contact Maghreb, control Algiers 124.9.
Center on 124.9, Air Algerie 1081.
Barcelona Center, Royal Air Maroc 60, 3 Victor, flight level 340.
Nostrum Air 60 Victor Papa, Barcelona Center, expect radar vectors, ILS Zulu runway 24 left.
Expect radar vectors, ILS Zulu runway 24 left, Nostrum Air 60 Victor Papa.
Royal Air Maroc 603 Victor, Barcelona Center, identified.
Barcelona Center, Ryanair 4 to Mike Creamer, flight level 370.
Ryanair 42 Mike Lima, Barcelona Center, identified. Albastar 5547 to UNH 1020, expect the ILSN to runway 01 with the Balo transition.
QNH 1020, expect the ILSN to runway 01 with the Balo transition, Albastar 5547.
Albastar 5547, clear direct Balio, cross Balio at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILSN to runway 01.
Clear direct Balio, cross Balio at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILSN, key runway 01, Albastar 5547.
Alpine 48 Quebec Lima, Barcelona Center, expect a Black 7 Romeo, runway 04 left.
Expect a Black 7 Romeo, runway 04 left, Alpine 48 Quebec Lima.
Austrian 308, contact Xavier Center 118.275.
Contact Xavier Center 118.275, Austrian 308.
Ryanair 42 Mike Lima, contact Madrid Center 118.275.
Contact Madrid Center 118.275, Ryanair 42 Mike Lima.
Iridium out 468 Yankee, contact Xavier Center 118.275, bye-bye.
Contact Xavier Center 118.275, Arabia Morocco 468 Yankee.
Jet 86 Tango, contact Bordeaux Control 120.3, bye-bye.
Center on 120.3, Tonda 86 Tango.
Ibrex plus 3808, cleared direct Jisu, cross Jisu at above 3,000 feet, cleared ILS Zulu runway 24.
Clear direct Jisu, cross Jisu at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILS Zulu runway 24, Ibrex plus 3808.
Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha, contact Alicante Tal 122.1, bye-bye.
Contact
contact tower 122.1 Ryanair 7 Victor Alpha.
France Solo 99 Victor Kilo, contact or an approach 128.2.
Contact or an approach 128.2 France Solo 99 Victor Kilo.
Healing 4 X-ray Romeo, we received an alert regarding your pressurization. Do you need assistance?
Healing 4 X-ray Romeo, we're aware, but everything is under control. Thank you.
Copy that, keep us posted if anything changes. Nostrum Air 60 Victor prepare, radar vectors, ILSU runway 24 left, report ready for descent.
Radar vectors, ILSU runway 24 left ready for descent, Nostrum Air 60 Victor prepare.
Nostrum Air 60 Victor prepare, Palma de Mallorca Airport landing runway 24 left.
Palma de Mallorca Airport landing runway 24 left, Nostrum Air 60 Victor prepare.
Nostrum Air 60 Victor prepare, contact Palma Control Approach 134.825.
Contact Palma Control Approach 134.825, Nostrum Air 60 Victor prepare.
GT89 Kilo, contact Xavier Center 118.275.
Contact Xavier Center 118.275, GT89 Kilo.
Ibrex with 3808, contact Ibiza Tower 118.505.
Over to Tower 118.505, Ibrex with 3808.
Barcelona Center, Air Algerie 1004 Heavy, flight level 360.
Air Algerie 1004 Heavy, Barcelona Center, radar contact.
Barcelona Center, easy 2020, good day. Flight level 379.
Easy 2020, Barcelona Center, identified. Ryanair 6105, contact Xavier Center 118.275.
Centre on 118.275, Ryanair 6105. Xavier Centre, Ryanair 6105, flight level 350.
Ryanair 14 Sierra Delta, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, Ryanair 14 Sierra Delta.
Ryanair 6105, Xavier Center, radar contact. Ryanair 9853, contact Alma Sierra approach 120.9. Contact Alma Sierra approach 120.9, Ryanair 9853. Ryanair 14 Sierra Delta, descend to flight level 120.
Descend to flight level 120, Ryanair 14 Sierra Delta.
Austrian 308, contact Maghreb Casablanca radar 125.1.
Contact Maghreb Casablanca radar 125.1, Austrian 308, have a good day.
Ryanair 14 Sierra Delta, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Ryanair 14 Sierra Delta.
Ryanair 6105, approaching our top of descent, ready for descent.
Ryanair 6105, Antos 4 Bravo, runway 31, descend to flight level 280.
Antos 4 Bravo, runway 31, descend to flight level 280, Ryanair 6105.
Ryanair 14 Sierra Delta, contact Málaga approach 125.955.
Contact Málaga approach 125.955, Ryanair 14 Sierra Delta. Viewing 9 Hotel Echo, flight level 350.
Viewing 9 Hotel Echo, Sevilla Center identified. EV45 November Mike, turn right, heading 200, climb to flight level 320.
Turn right, heading 200, climb to flight level 320, easy 45 November Mike.
Austrian 8 Sierra, contact Maghreb Casablanca radar 125.1 bye-bye.
Contact Maghreb Casablanca radar 125.1 Austrian 8 Sierra, bye-bye.
altitude 89 kilo. Contact micro Casablanca radar 125.1.
Center on 125.1, PT 89 kilo.
Ryanair 6105, descend to flight level 170.
Descend to flight level 170, Ryanair 6105.
Fueling 3005. Good day. Flight level 360. Fueling 3005. Sabia Center. Radar contact. Nostrum Air 72 Foxtrot X-ray. Sabia Center. Expect Balearic Delta. Runway 09. Expect Balearic Delta. Runway 09. Nostrum Air 72 Foxtrot X-ray.
Ryanair 6105. Flight level 140, Ryanair 6105. Contact Málaga approach 125.955, Ryanair 6105. Málaga approach, Ryanair 6105, good day, flight level 140 with runway.
Ryanair 6105, Málaga approach, QNH 1027, expect the ILSO runway 21 with the razor transition.
QNH 1027, expect the ILSO runway 31 with the razor transition, Ryanair 6105.
Ryanair 6105, descend to flight level 110.
Descend to flight level 110, Ryanair 6105.
Ryanair 6105, descent to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, Ryanair 6105.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1027.
Descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1027, Ryanair 6105.
Swiss 3 Mike Kilo, contact Málaga Hotel 118.155.
Contact Tower 118.155, Swiss 3 Mike Kilo. Malaga approach, Feeling 1 Foxtrot Lima, flight level 106, we have Romeo.
Feeling 1 Foxtrot Lima Malaga approach, QNH 1027, expect the ILSO runway 31 with a razor transition.
QNH 1027, expect the ILSO runway 31 with a razor transition, Healing 1 Foxtrot Lima.
approach, Easy 46 Zulu Yankee, flight level 116 with information Romeo.
Easy 46 Zulu Yankee, Málaga approach. Good day. QNH 1027, expect the ILSU runway 31 with the razor transition.
QNH 1027, expect the ILSU runway 31 with the razor transition, Easy 46 Zulu Yankee.
All aircraft be advised, information Sierra now current, QNH 1026.
Malaga approach, Scandinavian 87 Delta, flight level 116 with information Sierra.
Scandinavian 87 Delta Malaga approach, QNH 1026, expect the ILSU runway 31 with the razor transition.
QNH 1026, expect the ILSU runway 31 with the razor transition, Scandinavian 87 Delta.
Ryanair 6105, clear direct raised, cross raised at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILSU runway 31.
Cleared direct rated, cross rated at or above 3,000 feet, cleared ILSU runway 31 Ryanair 6105.
Malaga approach, Easy 65 Bravo Delta, flight level 116 we have Sierra.
Easy 65 Bravo Delta Malaga approach, QNH 1026, expect the ILSU runway 31 with the razor transition.
QNH 1026, expect the ILSU runway 31 with the razor transition, Easy 65 Bravo Delta.
2500.
Ryanair 6105, contact Malaga Tower 118.155, bye-bye.
Over to Tower 118.155, Ryanair 6105. Malaga Tower, Ryanair 6105, ILS runway 31.
Ryanair 6105, Malaga Tower, 1285 at 21, runway 31 cleared to land.
Runway 31 cleared to land, Ryanair 6105.
Exit right at Echo 5.
Exit right at Echo 5, Ryanair 6105.
Ryanair 6105, contact ground 121.705.
Ground 121.705, Ryanair 6105. Ryanair 6105, request taxi to allocated gate.
Ryanair 6105, gate 14 taxi via Alpha, Golf 6 Romeo 5 Golf 5 Romeo 4.
Date 14 via Alpha, Golf 6 Romeo 5 Golf 5 Romeo 4, Ryanair 6105.